Okay, so I've just got to my blood test. Ooh, my skin is really reacting badly to these hormones. Like, I never get breakouts on my forehead and on my cheeks. Well, not like pimples. I get small little bumps, and this is awful. Okay, as I said, I was getting my blood taken today. So today we're gonna do another ultrasound to hopefully see how many eggs are ready to be harvested, how many I can get out. I'm hoping for more than 10. Because I'm still under 30, I'm really hoping for more than 10, but let's see. And we'll also be able to hopefully today understand when I can take my trigger shot and when I'll be able to extract the eggs. I was told, and I've read a lot, that some women experience a lot of heaviness and bloating when they're doing their hormones. But I just want to tell you guys, my period actually ended after like 3 days, where I usually have a 7 to 8 day long period. The first 4 days extremely heavy, then it gets a lot lighter. However, my period was like heavy for 3 days and then nothing. I also have had no cramps really, only a little bit of tiredness, but I don't know if that's the medication or if it's just me. But yeah, other than that, it's been very smooth sailing so far. I've heard that the recovery after the egg retrieval is a bit long. I don't know though. Okay, so I just finished my scan. It was quite a long scan. He was counting all the eggs, counted the size of each egg. I don't know how many eggs I have yet, but he told me I need to go get an urgent blood test. So I'm gonna go get a blood test for PT-INR again, and estradiol. I don't know what this word is. Then I have to go home, I have to take my pill, I have to take my injection potentially today, unless they tell me to not take the injection, and then they'll give me the trigger shot. And then, yeah, I need to figure out when I'm getting my eggs removed. What is this blood test for?
This is to check your coagulation, like your clotting.
Sorry?
Your clotting.
Clotting?
Yeah, clotting.
Oh.
And then the other one is for your hormone.
Okay. Blood test done. Now I have to head back to my doctor. Back with the doctor. Let's see what my results say.
There are many things we can do to prevent hyperstimulation from happening. Either we cancel the cycle, which is not your case. We monitor the level of the hormone, the estrogen. To be very high risk, it's more than 5,000.
Okay.
Okay. Yesterday you've done it, it was 1,070.
Okay.
This is why we are checking this today also.
Yeah.
And we are going to check it also tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay?
So do another blood test tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
You might have some discomfort because of the larger size of the ovaries.
Okay.
Okay, but hyperstimulation can cause more pain, nausea, vomiting.
Okay.
We prefer to prevent it than to treat it.
Yeah.
Okay, there is treatment for it, there's no worry about it, okay? But we prefer to prevent it.
Okay.
And these are all of the measures that we take to prevent it from happening.
Okay. Okay, so I just finished my doctor's appointment, and the doctor said I have very good follicles, very healthy follicles. However, I'm at risk of hyperstimulation. I don't know how awful this situation is. It's very rare apparently, but it's a potential. So I'm going to do some research and find out some more about hyperstimulation online. Although he did briefly explain what it was. I have to go for another blood test tomorrow to check my estrogen levels. Too nervous about this hyperstimulation thing. I think it should be okay, but I'm going to do some research. Come back tomorrow for another checkup. I have to do another blood test to check my estrogen and like hormone levels, just to ensure that I'm not being overdosed with hormones. Hyperstimulation basically is when your ovaries get too big, it becomes very painful and you get like nausea. They said they'd rather prevent it than treat it, although it is treatable. So let's see what happens. I'm sure I'll be fine. To be honest, I really haven't had any pain or any kind of like nausea recently. I'm just being tired. Okay, so I just took my shot for today. I've also had my medicine. I didn't film it. You guys already know the process. Stabbing myself in the belly with a needle. I had to reduce my amount of hormones that I'm injecting today. I was taking 112.5. However, now I've been reduced to 75 because of the hyperstimulation. I think that's what it's called. I literally said it like 20 minutes ago and I've forgotten what it's called. I'm not gonna lie, I did Google it and it did scare me. Why does Google always say you're gonna die? In severe cases, hyperstimulation, you can get fluid in your abdomen, your chest, you can develop blood clots. So the test that I took today, the blood test, was to determine whether my blood was okay and I was susceptible to clots. Hopefully not. There are a lot of complications when it comes to severe overstimulation. So that's why my doctor has reduced the amount of hormones to prevent hyperstimulation. Although it can be controlled, ideally we want to prevent it. It's like aging, can be controlled. You want to prevent it rather than reverse it. I make jokes when I'm scared. I'm not too scared. I'm pretty positive. I'm sure this journey is going to be very successful, hopefully, fingers crossed. But I guess this is just something that a lot of women have to go through. I mean, it's not very common apparently, but it is common. So today I'm on my way to my doctor's appointment. First, I've got another blood test before I take my next hormone dose, which has been reduced yesterday. I'm a little nervous because last night I had really bad stomach cramps. No nausea, no vomiting, nothing too severe, just really bad cramps, but nothing worse than the regular heavy period cramp basically. So let's see how it goes. I have to check my hormone levels again. Hopefully it hasn't exceeded 5,000, which is borderline dangerous. I'm nervous about the trigger shot though. I am scared, not gonna lie. Okay, I'm now heading to my scan because I've just got my hormone results, my test back, and I've just noticed I am so bloated. I worked out, I haven't eaten today, and this is so abnormal. Unless I have the munchies, I'm never, oh my god, like look, there's a bulge. No, honestly, like this is just a joke. Like, what is that? I literally look like I'm already pregnant, and I never have a stomach in the mornings, and considering I haven't eaten yet, this is very abnormal. I don't have any pain right now. It's usually in the evenings that I get pain. I'm not going to show you the scan because my battery's low, but we'll discuss what happens after the scan once the scan is done. I'm sure you guys are kind of bored of seeing all the scans now, but again, probe. What happened to good old fashioned ultrasounds over the belly? Okay, so I just finished my doctor's appointment, and I'm very happy to announce that the doctor is expected to retrieve 30 eggs. That doesn't necessarily mean 30 are fertilizable or usable, but that means I will potentially be able to get a good 30 oocytes, which is fantastic. I've just taken my last hormone shot, and tomorrow night, 10 p.m, I will be taking 2 trigger shots. The shot she just gave me now was actually quite painful. She used the needle that I'll be using tomorrow, and I'll have to take 2 of those myself. I'm a little scared about that because I'm still in pain 10 minutes after she gave me the injection. So I'm probably gonna have to get someone to inject me tomorrow night because I don't think I'll be able to do it myself. It is actually quite painful. Yeah, I'm very excited. In a few days, I will be heading in for my surgery. Hey guys, so 2 days ago I took my trigger shots, and tomorrow is the big day. I am going in for surgery at about 10 a.m. I have to be at the hospital by 8 a.m. Not sure if you guys can see, but the hormones have really caused me to break out in places where I don't usually break out, so not great. I also feel very bloated, like constantly. I'm just very bloated, but it's fine. It'll all be over tomorrow, and then I'll be on bed rest for, I think, like 24 hours, 48 hours. However, the doctor did say I need to be walking around a bit. Yay, hopefully I'll get some nice painkillers. Guys, it is egg collection day. I'm running a little behind schedule, but it's fine. I'm gonna need to be at the airport. Why do I keep saying airport? I feel like I'm supposed to be at the airport, but no, I need to get to the hospital in like 15-20 minutes. Start preparing my anesthesia. I don't know if I'm gonna be under. I'm not gonna be asleep. I just know that I'm gonna be like sedated, but drowsy. I just came out of surgery. That was a fun experience. Not really. I was sedated. Okay guys, it is it's Monday, and I did my procedure on Friday, so it's been like 3.5 days since I did my egg extraction, since we harvested the eggs. And let me just tell you, I have not come on here to talk in 3 days, because for the past 2.5 days I've been bedridden. I feel like trash. I feel like I look like trash. I'm gonna keep it real and raw with you guys. It's not been fun. In fact, I think the process of injecting myself with hormones for the past like 10 days prior to actually getting my eggs retrieved was easier than the recovery after the actual retrieval, which is actually something that Jennifer Stano told me, and I was confused by it. I was like, you know, I genuinely thought that the hormone process and injecting yourself would be the hardest, but it's the recovery. Why does no one talk about how awful the recovery is? It's awful. For the past 3 weeks, I've had awful skin. I've been bloated. My boobs hurt. My tits are swollen. They literally hurt when I walk. They're so swollen and sore. I don't feel good in my body, even though throughout the hormone process I was working out. I work out for at least an hour every day. In the mornings before I take my hormone shots, I was working out. And now for the past 3 days I've not been able to work out. I've had no energy. I don't want to do anything. But today I managed to actually jump out of bed and get a workout in place, because I looked at my body last night and I just said, what has happened? I don't feel comfortable. And I actually gained 5 kg in the span of 3 weeks, which is crazy because I'm usually at a set kind of weight. And for me to gain 5 kg, considering I'm 5 foot, is a lot of weight for me to put on. And it's just made me feel so awful. My skin, it's very bad. It's really not looking okay. I have like bumps all over my forehead. But let me just say, the day of my surgery, I did sleep quite a lot on the way back, and I slept for a bit once I got home. I actually had plans that day, which I wasn't gonna cancel. So I ended up on a yacht. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't the best thing to do. Although the doctor did say I had to walk around. I know I look like I'm moving, but I'm just being humped by my dog right now. Thank you so much, thank you. The doctor did say get some bed rest, but also you need to move around, because I lost actually quite a lot of blood in the process because we retrieved quite a lot of eggs. I actually managed to get out 21 eggs, which is crazy. I wasn't expecting that many. Although I was told 30, there was 30 egg sacs, but 21 specific eggs. Because of that, there was quite a lot of blood taken out. I'm not actually on my period right now. I'm taking medication to actually stop bleeding. And I'm also taking blood thinning injections, which, let me just say, are not fun. The needle's a lot thicker in size compared to the hormone injections that I was taking. It's no longer a nice little pen. It's a full-on needle I need to inject myself with, and it's not nice. It literally takes me a few seconds to actually get it into the skin. It's not fun. I have to do it every day, but that's just to ensure that I don't develop blood clots, and I also have to walk constantly. So I just want to let you guys know, I wasn't planning on spending the whole day in bed. Although everyone is different, all our bodies react differently. So if you found yourself lying in bed, or if you do potentially do this and find yourself lying in bed on the day of your surgery, that's up to you. That's perfectly fine. But I felt like I needed to walk around. They also told me not to have a hot shower. And they told me not to go to the toilet and lock the door, because God forbid I faint and die and no one sees. Fortunately, I didn't feel lightheaded. I haven't really, considering I've got anemia, I wasn't too bad. I've not been dizzy, I've been okay. It's just now where I'm trying to recover, get my body back to where it was and eat healthy. Not that I wasn't eating healthy. I've said this before, I only really eat one large meal a day, and sometimes I'll have snacks in between, like healthy snacks. Currently addicted to peas with butter. Basically just want to jump on here and to let you guys know that's been the process. And I feel like this is the end of my journey for egg freezing. So if you guys have any questions and you want to know more about my egg freezing process, definitely let me know on the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was interesting. I hope you found it insightful. I definitely think if you are considering doing it, you should speak to a doctor, but also rewatch this video before you do it, just so you're aware of everything. Because I feel like I had a male doctor and he couldn't really tell me how I was supposed to feel, how I was going to feel. And they also don't tell you about the suppositories until after your surgery. Pills in your ass. And I'm not just talking like small Panadol pills. I think that was the hardest part for me. You're welcome. I hope this was a lot of information for you guys and has helped you understand whether this is the right thing for you guys to do. I felt like it was quite responsible for me to do. And again, I just want to reiterate, the main reason I'm doing this is because I know I'm gonna have to take the vaccine. I know a lot of people saying it doesn't affect your fertility, but I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I don't have any knowledge on this situation, and if I can protect my good eggs right now, then why not? I also have PCOS, which is pretty bad, according to my doctor now. I've grown up with PCOS, and I mean, I'm 25 now, so it's only got progressively worse, which is great. Yeah, I think it was important for me to freeze my eggs for that reason as well, just to ensure that my eggs are good, I don't have issues with fertility in the future, and I've also got options as to when I want to have kids. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in my next video.